will never regret listening to this. I keep saying this. I'm going to keep saying it. It's boring advice, so nobody listens to me because it's not sexy or exciting, but that doesn't mean it's bad. You got to buy a house every single year in the best neighborhood, the best locations, the best property, and put 3 to 5% down on that sucker and find some way to make it cash flow when you move out. Buy a small multifamily, buy a big property with a lot of bedrooms and rent them out, buy something that's got an ADU that you can live in and Airbnb the main house. You got all these options, but do something like that where you consistently buy a new property every single year for 10 years.
Okay, so I completely understand what he's saying, but there's some huge things that you need to know. So first of all, it is going to be very difficult for the average person making the average income in America to afford to buy a house every single year, even if you house hack. Now, house hacking is very simple, and all it requires is you to put 3 to 5% down on a home and live in there for 1 year. Ideally, you want to get a duplex, triplex, or fourplex to allow the other people who are living there to pay most of, if not all, of your mortgage. And while yes, that sounds like very simple, you do that for a year, you move out, and you repeat that process, it can be very time consuming and very difficult to save up that 3 to 5% every year. If the average price of a home right now is $420,000, trying to save up 3 to 5% of that, which is going to be $12,000 all the way up to $21,000 every single year, along with all your other bills and expenses, is going to be very difficult. What's more reasonable is to try to do that every 2 years.